What's going on, everybody? It's Austin Got Figs, and you guys are probably wondering, Austin, what do you mean by this title? Now, we're going to obviously get into that. So, basically, what I mean by the title is this the new formula that we're going to be having for future storylines or just the future of WWE superstars for generations or years to come, you know? So basically that's kind of what we're going to be getting into today. So without further ado, let's actually get right into it. Alright, so in today's video, we're kind of going to be mainly looking at R-Truth, pretty much, and evaluating on what happened with him, because if you guys had obviously watched Money in the Bank, you would have seen that R-Truth has returned. So on that note, is this kind of the formula that we're going to be getting for WWE superstars? Is this how we're going to build more hype around superstars? Because let's think for a second. R-Truth hasn't really had much hype on him, around him recently. I mean, yes, he did have that match with John Cena, and yes, people were hyped. I mean, but other than that, that's like really the only thing he had going for him. I mean, yes, he was that comedy superstar, but he wasn't really the most hype guy ever. He didn't have that much hype, I would say. So, and obviously we had seen that he had posted on his X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that basically he had been released from the WWE. But now we're here a day after Money in the Bank, and now R-Truth is back. So, which is great. Obviously, I'm so glad he's back. But are we gonna release superstars, put that in quotations, release superstars, to build hype around them and get the crowd around these people to feel sympathy for these people, for the superstars, to build more hype around them, and then bring them back to have all that hype and built up, love or enjoyment in a superstar? You input that back into their newfound kind of superstar. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on, let me explain this better. So you release a superstar. You say that you release them, okay, and then you wait a couple days. You let that pissed off maybe tension rise, because as we had seen with R-Truth, fans were pissed. Fans were absolutely eradicated that R-Truth got released, that it was just out of the blue, and that's something you would have never thought would have ever happened. And then we waited a couple days, maybe a week. I think it may have been a week now. I'm not too sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But now he's back, and now there's so much more attention drawn towards him. More people are starting to take a look at R-Truth. More people are sort of setting some of their focus onto R-Truth and what he does week after, and what he does, week after week. So is that kind of the formula we're going to be getting? We're going to release superstars that don't have much hype around them. For example, I mean, it's been said that The Miz, I think it was stated that he had unfollowed WWE from his Twitter. So are we going to say that we released him and then bring him back to have more hype around him? Because as for The Miz, he doesn't have much hype around him either. I mean, really, I think he has less hype than R-Truth did before he got released. So are we going to release guys that don't have love and eyes drawn towards them, and then bring them back to kind of to make people be more focused on them? Are we going to use the idea of releases to kind of just elevate superstars that aren't, doing the greatest, or whatever you want to call it? Are we going to elevate those guys to bring them to the top, to at least elevate them to something, so that way they're not just at rock bottom? So that's kind of what I wanted to just get out there. I think that might be a new formula that we're going to see for years to come, with this WWE and TKO and all that. I think this is potentially something that we're going to have. So eventually it's going to get repetitive. Then what are we going to do after that for superstars that just aren't, that are kind of at rock bottom? Just like, I mean, I wouldn't say R-Truth was really at rock bottom, but he didn't have really, like I said, he didn't have much going for him. Except for that seat thing, but that was it. I mean, after that match, it was pretty much over. So, I mean, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because I think that's something that should definitely be thought about. And I could be 100% wrong. I could be absolutely wrong about this, but I just think that this is a possibility. I think that this is definitely something that we could continue to see. I definitely don't think that this is the last time we're going to see something like this, obviously. We're definitely going to have this potentially, most definitely time and time again, So, like I said, I just wanted to get that out there. Just think about that. Let me know your guys' thoughts on, kind of my views on this topic. Just let me know your thoughts about it, maybe, and just if you thought that maybe like I said, maybe you thought I'm wrong, just leave that all down below, I think I am gonna head out of here. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post a video. I know this video was short, but it was supposed to be. It was just supposed to be short and sweet, nothing too crazy. Like I said, just leave me all your thoughts down below. But without further ado, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.